Oh, look what you've done to me. 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 Oh, look what you've done to me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for Rebel Late Night on this beautiful Tuesday evening. I definitely appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. They indicted your boy one more time. One more again. Let's get it. Kablamo. What's up, guys and girls? I appreciate y'all for being here. Boomhauer's in the house. Anthony Guardius. I appreciate y'all. 1 second here. Put this banner back up there. Just like that right there. Sorry I'm late, man. I had to work late and had to make dinner, all that fun stuff. And fun things came in the mail today, so I was checking stuff out. Check this shit out. Bam. Check that out right there. Try to get it in focus. The T24 Terminator mug. It won't focus in unless I manually focus it in. But that's bad as a mofo. Check that out. I got shirts and hoodies today. I'm going to be styling that mug. I need to get me a little shelf to put that beast on right back there. Put that beast like right there. Bam. What's that shirt say? That's the I don't fucking care bear. The I don't fucking care bear. You can get that at that, what was the name of that store we went to? What does that say? Grunt Style. Yeah. Grunt Style. They got that in the mall, man. Go get it. Nice. I appreciate that. Y'all can get that at Rebelwithoutareason.com. Make sure you go over there and get all your shirts, hoodies, hats, stickers, and more. We got flags over there. We got all kind of fun stuff. Make sure you go there because you can get a link for the show. Just in case they try to hide the show from y'all, you know they're bound to do that from time to time. I got my T24 shirt today too. It looks bad as fuck. Make sure you go over there and support your. Let everybody know who you dealing with. Who you voting for? Who you think I'm voting for? I'll show you right here. Come with me if you want to live. Get that T24 design over there at rebelwithoutareason.com. I definitely appreciate y'all. Boom. We got all kind of fun stuff over there. Explore yourself. Express yourself when you go over there and shop for all that fun stuff. That T24 mug is sexy as hell, ain't it? It is. Look at that mug. Look at that mug right there. That thing nice as hell. Look at that shit. I think that design came out good, man. I put Trump's head on the old school Terminator when Arnold's on the bike right there with a little mini shotgun. Little sawed-off shotgun. I got the Trump 2024 on there. You already know. You better get you one. Get it before they ban it. He'll be back. You damn right. You're damn right. All right, enough foolishness. Enough of that foolishness. Let's start some foolishness now. Let me get my board ready here. Here we go. Like to hit, here you go. I definitely appreciate y'all joining me on the late night. What's up, Cat's in the house? What up, Cat? Let me get this thing. Get this thing going here. Yeah, y'all saw the Trump indictment, dude. They did a late night. When the notification came across my feed, I was sitting there talking, eating dinner, and the notification came across and said press conference live now about Trump's indictment. I was like, what the hell? What is this? Is 10:30 at 10 o'clock at night? It started 10:30 when they actually started. So they were counted down. And while I'm sitting there waiting, I'm doing some research on, okay, what's exactly going on right now? Oh, they had the little grand jury meet up, brought all of his charges out, 39 charges. Everybody saw it. I thought it was weird as hell on a Monday night having a press conference. 8:30, the jury convened and they had that. But when I was doing my research, this was earlier, before the indictments even came out. They were showing documents Reuters found it on the Fulton County website where they explained all of the charges, and racketeering and the RICO charges were number one. But it got taken away real quick. And one of the reporters asked her about it, and she said, I don't know what you're talking about. She said, I have no idea what you're talking about. So that's going to come back and bite her in the ass. Did the website get hacked? Did they put something up there they weren't supposed to? This was at 12:30 in the afternoon. The jury didn't get done till 8:30. How did they know what the charges were? You already know how they knew. I'm going to set that T24 right there so I can look at it the whole time. That's nice. Let's watch this press conference right quick. Listen to these whoas.
I'm here with the prosecutors and investigators who have worked diligently on the investigation of criminal attempts to interfere in the administration of Georgia's 2020 presidential election. Today, based on information developed by that investigation, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals with violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in this state. The indictment includes 41 felony counts and is 97 pages long. Please remember that everyone charged in this bill of indictment is presumed innocent. Specifically, the indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump. Thank you, prosecutors and investigators.
Damn it.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, it looked like Obama Willis right there. Oh, Fanny Obama. Shout out to CP3 memes over there on the YouTubes and Twitter for making those cool memes. Doing that deep fake AI with Obama's bitch ass. Because you know that's who's behind shit, right? Obama for your mama. Yeah, CP3 memes over there on YouTubes. He's got a YouTube channel. Follow that shit. CP3 memes. He got a shout out from Mark Dice the other day. I said, man, that's awesome. That's cool as hell. Man, we got crazy stuff on the Rumble channel too. Make sure y'all hang out for that after this broadcast. It's going to be just a little while. You ain't going to believe it. Get going with this thing here. We're going to play the actual factual. Let's listen to Trump's lawyer or her fine looking self talking about they ain't got nothing and talking about how Deucey, you used to love Trump, man. What's your problem?
What do you make now? I've heard from a lot of legal analysts, and they say what is different about this case than the federal cases is Georgia has laws that are specifically tailored to election interference and things like that. Andy McCarthy, a Fox News contributor, and also he wrote an op-ed in the New York Post. He said that the Georgia indictment is the most perilous threat to former President Trump. Does President Trump know that this is a perilous threat?
we do not agree that it is a perilous threat because we actually have inside information. So I love when people,
What inside information?
Well, the inside information, Steve, and you used to love Trump, but I got to tell you, I mean.
Yeah, he's asking what the insider information is. Don't worry about the insider information, fool. That's for us to know and for you to try to find out.
This is something I'm not going to breach, right? I have confidentiality and I have ethics and I'm going to continue. But I think you need to understand something. When somebody is given a report, and he has reports that show that there was interference, and you could be advised by one lawyer that says, oh, I don't think so, and you could have another lawyer that says, no, I do think so. And here's some reports, and we know that there were issues in Fulton County, right? We know, it's not a question. There was election issues, and the integrity of our election is in question at this very moment. And when he says, I want to look into it, I don't trust it, we need to look into it, that's his obligation as a president, okay? Look at Letitia James, for instance, Steve. Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York, stood up on a podium, who's suing the Trump Organization, and said, President Trump is an illegitimate president. Now, is she going to get criminally charged?
Boom.
What about Hillary Clinton?
Every day, she said.
You know, it's interesting when you...
Yeah, he's trying to cut her off now. Yeah. It's fine when they say it, but if you said it, oh, hell no. Hell no. We're going to get to all of it, man. We got so much stuff. Oh, my gosh. I should have started earlier, but I didn't. Oh, well. Let's find out what these Trump haters, what their problem is. Everybody hates Trump. Let's find out what the problem is.
Has accused me of whatever.
With the way things are, I think Trump is gaining a lot of ground because he's just like the things he says about women and like the racism.
Like what?
Too many. Yeah.
My question is just what are you protesting today?
Trump. Why are you here?
I'm here to ask people why they're protesting Trump. What's the biggest thing that Trump has said? What is the biggest action he's taken that's really pushed you to want to come protest?
The list is endless. I don't think I could come up with a single one.
Can you give me one specific thing that he's done? What's the biggest thing to you specifically?
No?
His entire person, the persona that he is, everything about him, just to me. Yes, everything about him. He just lies. Everything he does is...
What's one of the biggest lies that really angered you?
Michael, do you have something?
What is one of the most divisive things that Trump...
Michael, get your ass over here. Do you have something? All these things I can't fucking nail it down. All these things I hate about Trump, I can't nail it down.
said to you that really pushed you to want to come protest today?
I can't think right now.
No, just one thing. Just one big thing that Trump did.
Right, answer that. Answer.
It's so funny. I love when they do the interviews on the street. I love when they do those interviews on the street and they ask them, dude, tell me specifically what you hate about Trump. And they debunk their shit straight away. Yeah, that's being debunked, by the way. Boomhauer. Trying to send me that shit. It's been debunked, homie. Give me 1 second over here. Man, I got stories out beyond stories. So this is the grand jury 4-person. Y'all remember her from back in the day? This is the little hussy that all this stuff is one of her. She's one of the many cohorts in there.
Personally want to hear from the former president. I wanted to hear from the former president, but honestly, I kind of wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it'd be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump of me looking at him and being like, do you solemnly swear? And me getting to swear him in. I kind of just thought that would be an awesome moment. Personally want to hear.
These people are unstable, dude. That's one of the grand jurors that got indicted him on some of this crap. And they went through the shit, man. Alan Dershowitz did a good little interview. And he breaks it down pretty good. Let's watch his. Let's watch his real quick. He explains they ain't got shit, dude. They ain't got nothing. They act like they do, and it's all for press. The regular person is going to say, see, Trump got indicted. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. And by the time they figure all that out, election doesn't happen. Let's go.
The grand jury indictment.
Of course it
the
is.
Prosecutor who indicted. The best evidence of that is that it was on his website before the grand jury even voted. Now, the whole strategy of all these 4 cases is to get a conviction before the election, even if they're going to lose on appeal.
There you go, right there. Even if they lose on appeal. So they're getting all the stuff started right now. They know they ain't even going to win. Throw all those stupid radio charges on him. That ain't going to stick. That ain't going to mean nothing. He's going to win it on appeal anyway. He'll explain it.
Teach my students, many of them future prosecutors, if you bring a RICO case, that increases your chances of winning a trial and losing on appeal. The same thing is true with conspiracy and other cases involving mental states. And so all 4 of these cases are designed to get quick convictions in jurisdictions that are heavily loaded against Donald Trump. And these prosecutors don't care as much as prosecutors generally do about having the convictions reversed on appeal, because that will happen after the election, which only goes to prove what I've been arguing now for months. If you're going after the man who's running against your incumbent president, you would darn well better have the strongest case possible. And these are among the 4, at least 3 of them, 3 weakest cases I've ever seen against any candidate. We don't know about the 4th, but
and he's a professor that teaches the law to prosecutors, and he's saying this shit's weak as hell.
Seems like it's very much like the DC case. And if you're going after the man running for president against your person, you have to have the strongest case. Otherwise, it becomes a banana republic. Anybody can prosecute anybody. And we're opening the door to prosecution of Democrats by Republicans, Republicans by Democrats. It's what Alexander Hamilton wrote in The Federalist is the most dangerous threat to democracy. And we're seeing it unfold in front of our eyes very, very tragically. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I care deeply about the Constitution.
So he says right there, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Trump supporter. He just cares about the Constitution. And Kat says, didn't Trump say they aren't after me, they're after you, I'm just in the way? Yeah, he did. And by how hard they're going after him and all the cohorts, co-conspirators, what they were calling them, half of them are his lawyers. One of them is Kanye's trainer. Like, what the hell? His fitness trainer. What? But they were attacking all of Trump's lawyers because they're saying, hey, if you ever think about defending Trump, we're going to come after your ass too.
I care deeply about preserving the rule of law, and we're seeing it being frittered away for partisan political purposes.
Let me get your reaction, Greg Jarrett.
You know, exercising your legal right, Sean, to challenge the integrity of voting systems is not criminal. It's not a crime to complain, which is what the Trump telephone call with the Secretary of State in Georgia was all about.
And that's what it was, too. We're going to go through all the stuff they have on him. It's so stupid, dude. They're trying to get him for watching TV, for making a phone call. And then this big old hussy here, let me see. Go back to it. And the sheriff even said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do mug shots when he gets in." Terrence Cousin T, he did a funny ass video. This shit's funny as hell. Shout out to Terrence.
Now, if you are sensitive, you ain't gonna like this video because I'm sick of holding back. A lot of people are not gonna like this, but I'm sick of holding back. I'm sick of not saying what I really want to say. I'm sick and tired of keeping it clean. I can no longer keep it clean on here at all. I can no longer hold back the things that I really want to say. I can no longer say these things behind closed doors. I'm no longer keeping it clean. So, excuse my language, okay? But what's going on with President Trump is a bunch of bullshit. And I got one thing to say. Fuck these Democrats. Fuck them all. Yeah, I said it. Fuck every single last one of them.
Dude, he usually don't talk like that neither.
Because this shit that they are doing is absolutely insane. It is disgraceful. Our founding fathers are rolling over in their graves right now. Another indictment. Another indictment. For what? For what? What did he do? The only thing he ever did was say he was going to make this country great again. The only thing he ever did was put this country first. The only thing he ever did was expose these criminals for who they really are. And if they didn't steal the 2020 election, then they sure are acting guilty right now. If they didn't steal a damn thing, why they acting like this? Huh? Because the way they are behaving is how guilty people behave when they have been caught. It's bullshit. And President Trump don't deserve it. You know who deserves this kind of treatment? Hillary Clinton. Oh, and I can go down the damn list. But I'm sick of it. Leave President Trump alone. And I'm telling you right now, we do not, please listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. We don't give a shit about these indictments. We don't give a damn. We voting for him. There's not a damn thing y'all can do about it. If you put him in jail, we still voting for the damn man. Because he's so damn good, he can make this country great again, even if his ass is in jail. He can do a better damn job than y'all. So leave my president, Donald J. Trump, the hell alone. Now take that to the bank.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out to Terrence, man. He was tearing that shit up. He said, this is some bullshit. Dude, you can't be all clean about it. When they throwing so much bullshit, you gotta call bullshit, man. I'm sorry. You gotta call bullshit. What's up? Sonia's in the house. Where she says, Dershowitz litigated many RICO cases, has taught them in law school, and knows the man who wrote the statute as well. Said the Fulton County indictment at its core is an allegation about lying. Oh, yeah, we just went over his little Fox interview there. It's crazy. Here's that little hussy again. Look at this weirdo. And this is one of the grand jurors right here that just thought it was so cute and so neat. She thought it was super neat to be able to have Trump and say, do you solemnly swear, Mr. Trump? Weirdos, man. Hate to do, but can't get him out of his mouth. Can't get him out of their mouth. Let's watch this weirdo.
12 people? Is it more than 20 people?
I think if you look at the page numbers of the report, there's about 6 pages in the middle that got cut out. Allow for spacing. It's not a short list.
Not a short list. More, I mean, when it comes to 75 witnesses, like, it's not, I assume, of course, it's not 75 people. Would you characterize it as 20-ish people?
I can't say I counted.
Dude, look at this reporter. There are two different types of women right here on this. Can you see the disgust on her face? Like, she's like, I have to interview this little twit. Look at this little fucking twit right here. She's disgusted.
Okay. More than a dozen, though, I think I heard you say in another interview.
I believe so. That's probably a good assumption.
The name that everyone wants to know about is former President Trump.
Of course.
Did you recommend charges against Donald Trump?
I really don't want to share something that the judge made a conscious decision not to share. I will tell you that it was a process where we heard his name a lot. We definitely heard a lot about former President Trump, and we definitely discussed him a lot in the room.
Of course you did.
And I will say that when this list comes out, there are no major plot twists waiting for you.
Dude, wouldn't that be, I know you can't have no recordings in there. Wouldn't it be crazy as hell if they had a recording of that of them in there straight talking shit about Trump in there? Boomhauer says, oh, and they said this time there will be a mugshot. Please don't make our fucking day. Yeah. The sheriff was all about it. I'll play that for you here in a minute. He said he's going to get in there and get his mugshot taken just like everybody else. He's no different than anybody else, y'all. Yeah, so here, this was last night when I got the notification. They had it ready, boy. They had Hillary Clinton was on the fucking show with Rachel Maddow. She was on her show. They came out here live. This shit was for 4 hours straight. They've been on there all day because they knew the grand jury was meeting. So they hung with them all day, all night, until the very end. And then finally she came out and did her little press conference.
Crimes. Yeah. We are not saying at any point, and it shouldn't be misconstrued, that we're saying the former president will be convicted.
No, but they talked it though. Let me rewind it to right before they. Because they were talking it up like, oh, if this is a state's charge. That's what they were saying. This is a state's charge. So even if federal wise, if it didn't stick on appeals, it wouldn't be a big deal. But this is a state's charge, so they want him to go to jail. That's really what he's trying to say. See if I can catch it.
Trying to remove Judge Robert McBurney from oversight of any component of this case, the grand jury, the special purpose grand jury. All of those motions failed. It's an argument that we may see come up again as we move further into litigation. But right now, the appellate courts effectively said any effort to remove District Attorney Willis or Judge Robert McBurney before an indictment, because this happened before tonight.
Right.
Any effort to do that at that point, it was just too early.
He said you would have your day in court.
That's what he said.
All right, we are now, I'm going to guess, under 30 seconds before we are expected to see this news conference begin. And reporters certainly have gathered. Our Savannah Levins is inside that room now. We have been given the 1 minute warning. That was about 50 seconds ago as I am watching the clock here vigilantly. Hopefully they will be like MARTA buses. They will run on time. So.
Attorney Fani Willis walking up to the podium.
Here she comes.
So let's listen in.
Thank you for joining us. I'm here with the prosecutors and investigators who have worked diligently on the investigation of criminal attempts to interfere in the administration of Georgia's 2020 presidential election.
Before we go further, I'm going to show you who this woman is right quick while I'm thinking about it. Hang on 1 second. Dang it. Hang on, I just had it. Anyway, we'll go through it as we're going. I'm not going to interrupt it. Let's keep it going.
Today, based on information developed by that investigation, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals with violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election.
Yeah, this you got to prove it, lady. This is a good point right here Sonya just made. I was thinking about this earlier today. 95-page indictment, thousands of pages of documentation and discovery, plus motions, and Fannie said she's going to try all 19 defendants in 6 months, which Alan Dershowitz said is impossible. That's what I was thinking, dude. That's a whole lot of evidence to try to get through. They're just going to run through it going, yep, guilty, boom, 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 boom. Hopefully somebody's going to turn on somebody. Maybe that's what they're thinking. They're treating this like an old school gangster RICO charge. And Dom Luker had a good point, too. He said, how the hell you going to bring a RICO charge against the motherfucker that made the RICO charge? Talking about Giuliani. He's the one that invented the shit. Let's go.
In this state, the indictment includes 41 felony counts and is 97 pages long. Please remember that everyone charged in this bill of indictment is presumed innocent. Specifically, the indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump, Rudolph William Louis Giuliani, John Charles Eastman, Mark Randall Meadows, John Cheeseborough, Jeffrey Clark, Jenna Lynn Ellis.
So Jen Ellis too in here. Yeah, Kat says, didn't she do the nasty with a drug dealer that she was investigating, or was that another one? Yeah, that was YSL, the young slime life that ABL was talking about. Young Thug and Lil Beat Bop and Do-Rag and all them.
Ray Stallings Smith III, Robert David Cheeley, Michael A. Roman, David James Schaefer, Sean Micah Tresher Steele, Stephen Cliffgard Lee, Harrison William Prescott Floyd, Travion C. Cootie.
Right there, Travion Cootie. That's Kanye's trainer, ex-trainer guy. Fawn says, because nobody is above the law, Rebel. Yeah, oh, dude, I totally forgot. This is the party of law Biden right here. You want to see Law and Order? They're going to show you the party of Law and Order, except for Hunter Biden. Fuck that.
Sydney Catherine Powell, Kathleen Austin.
Sydney Powell, she's in there too. I wonder how come, what was the Lynn guy? What was Lynn Wood? I wonder how come Lynn Wood ain't involved in this. They just put Sydney Powell on blast though.
Latham Scott Graham Hall, and Misty Hampton, also known as Emily Misty Hayes. Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with one count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act through participation in a criminal enterprise.
Dude, and I saw another interview earlier I'll save so many. I'm sure I'll come across it, but they were saying for them to even prove a RICO case, we're talking about real drug dealers, real gangsters. You have to have all these stipulations be met to say that they were going for a long period of time, conspiring to all do this with the same mindset. It ain't happening, and it's hard to prove, they said, even for those type of cases.
In Fulton County, Georgia, and elsewhere to accomplish the illegal goal of allowing Donald J. Trump to seize the presidential term of office beginning on January 20th, 21. Specifically, the participants in association took various actions in Georgia and elsewhere to block the counting of the votes of the presidential electors who were certified as the winners of Georgia's 2020 general election. As you examine the indictment, you will see acts that are identified as overt acts and those that are identified as predicate acts, sometimes called acts of racketeering activity. Overt acts are not necessarily crimes under Georgia law in isolation, but are alleged to be acts taken in furtherance of the conspiracy. Many occurred in Georgia, and some occurred in other jurisdictions and are included because the grand jury believes they were part of the illegal effort to overturn the results of Georgia's 2020 presidential election. The acts
It sounds like these people don't know what the law is, and they're just throwing anything out there and hoping that other people don't know either. It is. Cat, it is horse shit.
Identified as predicate acts or acts of racketeering activity are crimes that are alleged to have been committed in furtherance of the criminal enterprise. Acts of racketeering activity are also charged as separate counts in the indictment against those who are alleged to have committed them. All elections in our nation are administered by these states, which are given the responsibility of ensuring a fair process and an accurate counting of the votes. That includes elections for presidential electors, Congress, state officials, and local offices. The state's role in this process is essential to the functioning of our democracy. Georgia, like every state, has laws that allow those who believe that results of an election are wrong, whether because of intentional wrongdoing or unintentional error, to challenge those results in our state courts. The indictment
She got a whole script there, dude. Reading it page by page.
Alleges that rather than abide by Georgia's legal process for election challenges, the defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election.
Dude, and I'm going to show you the stuff in the indictment that she says are evidence of their coercion and racketeering. Wolverine said, I said take the trash out. Sonia said the most retarded theory came from Chris Christie, who said she just raced to charge Trump because of her ego after Anthem 22. Yeah. Chris Christie, what's he even doing, man? I hadn't seen him in a while.
Result. Subsequent to the indictment, as is the normal process in Georgia law, the grand jury issued arrest warrants for those who are charged. I am giving the defendants the opportunity to voluntarily surrender no later than noon on Friday.
So get ready for Friday. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to trickle in one at a time. I doubt if everybody's going to show up on Friday like it's a big meetup. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll show up all at one time and go, "We're here, bitches. What's up?" They'll all fucking take their mugshot together. Everybody in there fucking like they're in the old school photo booth, taking poses and shit. Get that mugshot in, player.
The 25th day of August, 2023.
So Friday, the 25th. I'm going to write that down. Friday, the 25th. I think Trump will go before that, though. Or he might wait last minute. Fashionably late, you know what I'm saying? So they got to turn themselves in. They're wanted right now. They're wanted individuals. Wanted. Yeah, high noon. Woo-doo-woo-doo-woo-doo-doo-doo. Woo-woo-woo-woo. Let's do this again. Let's keep this hooah talking.
I remind everyone here that an indictment is only a series of allegations based on a grand jury's determination of probable cause to support the charges. It is now the duty of my office to prove these charges in the indictment beyond a reasonable doubt.
There you go. That's her duty now to prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Like, you can't doubt it whatsoever. It's going to be impossible, dude. Trump don't have to prove his innocence. They have to prove that he's guilty.
At trial. I would like to take a moment to thank the Superior Court Clerk, Shay Alexander, and her staff for staying late and making sure that this indictment was processed. I would also like to...
Why would they stay so late and make sure? They can't wait, dude. They were like, dude, let's get this done. I cannot even sleep tonight until I get this done. We ain't going to wait till tomorrow. Watch how excited they are. She makes a joke about going to sleep after this. Like, ooh, I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Thank the men and women of Sheriff Labatt's office for keeping the courthouse open, but most importantly for keeping us safe over the weeks and months that have led up to this indictment, and for what I know they will continue to do to keep us safe. We also want to thank the Atlanta Police Department and other law enforcement partners who have worked with the sheriff to keep us safe. I will now take a very limited number of questions prior to going to sleep.
I'll go first. But she's like, who's going to ask me a question? I'm ready. And then the 11 Alive people, the ones that actually hosted the thing, the lady's got the first question off. But they're going to ask her about that report that came out on Reuters. And she going, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about it.
If you don't mind, Surveil 11 with 11 Alive. Quick question. Can you clarify in Georgia the mandatory minimum when it comes to RICO charges, whether it's servable by probation or how that might play out?
The RICO charges has time that you have to serve, so it's not a probated sentence.
Madam District Attorney, what's the timetable for the trial?
What is the timetable for the trial? Yes. As you know, in this jurisdiction, trials are set by the judges. And so it will be the judge that sets the date of the trial. This office will be submitting a proposed scheduling order within this week. However, that will totally be at the discretion of the judge.
And you want to be you're the fourth person, the fourth jurisdiction now to indict them. Would you be the fourth one to try him, or could you move it up? You want to be the first to try him?
I don't have any desire to be first or last. I want to try him and be respectful for our sovereign states. We do want to move this case along, and so we will be asking for a proposed order that occurs a trial date within the next 6 months.
Madam District Attorney, there was an earlier...
Within the next 6 months. What happens within the next 6 months? I'm not sure.
Today, there was a fictitious document, according to the Fulton County Clerk's Office, that was circulated online with charges against former President Donald Trump. That fictitious document.
Dude, SC Wolverines, you said it right there. I said that yesterday. Meanwhile, people are getting away with murder and stealing and hurting people. Like, they're trying to think up charges on this shit. They got real people out there that are getting fucked up left and right every day. But nah, fuck it. Let's just keep playing with Trump.
Matched exactly the charges that we now see in this indictment. Can you tell us more about that document leak? Because now you have...
Yeah, here we go. He's asking about the document leak now.
Fourth jurisdiction now to indict double.
Right after this one.
You want to be the first.
Right after this question, he's going to ask, what's up with that document leak that showed all the charges before the grand jury was even done convening?
Move this case along, and so we will be asking for a proposed order that occurs a trial date within the next 6 months.
Madam District Attorney, there was earlier today there was a fictitious document according to the Fulton County Clerk's Office that was circulated online with charges against former President Donald Trump. That fictitious document matched exactly the charges that we now see in this indictment. Can you tell us more about that document leak? Because now you have the former president's lawyers who are saying this is emblematic of a serious problem with your office.
No, I can't tell you anything about what you refer to. What I can tell you is that we had a grand jury here in Fulton County. They deliberated till almost 8 o'clock, if not right after 8 o'clock. An indictment was returned. It was true billed.
There you go. So she confirmed the time then. Whether she knows it or not, she just confirmed the time. 8:30 is when they got done convening, but that document got released at 12:30.
And you now have an indictment. I am not an expert on clerks' duties or even administrative duties. I wouldn't know how to work that system, and so I'm not going to speculate. Next question.
Right there, she done set herself up for some more shit too if you got a smart attorney. And then if you listen to how she said, next question, like I ain't going to back on that. We ain't even going to elaborate on that, not one bit. This is the point where she starts to get kind of flustered. She don't say thank y'all. She don't say I'll see y'all later. She just walks out of this bitch here in just a second.
Have you had any contact with this special counsel about overlap between these cases, and do you intend to try all of these defendants together?
Do I intend to try the 19 defendants in this indictment together? Yes.
And have you had any contact with the special counsel about the overlap between this indictment and the federal indictment?
I'm not going to discuss our investigation at this time. I'm going to take...
What do you make of the arguments made by former President Trump that this is a politically motivated indictment?
I make decisions in this office based on the facts and the law. The law is completely nonpartisan. That's how decisions are made in every case. To date, this office has indicted, since I've been sitting as the district attorney, over 12,000 cases. This is the 11th RICO indictment. We followed the same process. We look at the facts, we look at the law, and we bring charges.
Will you try this case yourself?
Has the jury been cleared?
Get down.
Get down.
All right, so you were just listening in to D.E.W.
So there you go. There was her little charade. What do you think about it? What do you think about it, man? Oh, yeah. Also, I posted the RFK Jr. Tucker Carlson interview. It just came out. So that's episode 16. Make sure you catching up on that. Yeah, so shout out to Nick Sodor for this right here. This was what I was talking about. Nick, the Fulton County, Georgia clerk of courts has released a statement claiming the document outlining the charges against President Trump that was posted on their website and subsequently deleted. If they didn't know it was there, how'd it get deleted? After it was reported by Reuters, is a fake. That's what they're saying. He says, what's going on here? So this is all their stuff. It's got their heading on it for immediate release. Special purpose grand jury update. The Office of the Fulton County Clerk of Superior and Magistrate Courts has learned of a fictitious document. They're saying it's fictitious, but it's got the case number and everything on there. Who would have known all those charges and the case number and all that stuff if it was fake? Are they trying to say that their system got hacked? Come on, man. Come on, man. Is that what they're admitting to? Their system is so vulnerable it got hacked during a presidential election trial. One of the most top priority trials out there. Come on, man. This ain't just a bag of weed that was found in the supermarket. Let me finish reading this thing here. So they learned of a fictitious document that has been circulated online and reported by various media outlets related to the Fulton County Special Purpose Grand Jury. And if this was fake, if they're trying to say that Reuters was the one that developed the document and it's fake, and they distributed a fake document, that'd be that's some bad legal shit. I don't think they're going to get themselves in trouble like that. Click on Kat's link. Let me go. Oh, the new Terrence video. Let me see if I can grab that. Oh, no, I have to open this other window up. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Make sure you take that poll too, everybody. I don't know if everybody took the poll up there that I got for y'all. Let's do some pole dancing. Copy the link. We do a new tab on this here. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. I appreciate y'all.
So I'm laying here thinking.
He's got his jammies
looking up
on.
at the ceiling. And I can't stop thinking. Why in the hell are the Republicans not doing a damn thing? Why are they so scared of the Democrats? Why? Why are they not fighting back? Miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with the... I'm sick of hearing people say, well, the Republicans are not going to stoop to their level. Bullshit. I'm sick of hearing people say, well, the Republicans like to fight fair. Bullshit. Fight fair my ass. Fight back for real. If they got guns, you get guns. You don't bring a damn butter knife to a damn gunfight, because that's what the Republicans are doing. And don't try to twist my words and say Terrence said, oh, they should shoot each other. I didn't say none of that. What I'm saying is the Republicans need to fight back. In the same way that they are fighting us, they need to fight back the same way. The Republicans need to go after them like they are going after us. They making up bullshit? Well, let's make up some bullshit too.
You didn't even got to make up bullshit, though.
Terrence, we should be better than that. Better than that? Okay? Better than that? Look what better than that. Look where better than that got us. Look where it got us. America's been hijacked by a bunch of dictators, because that's what they are. America's been hijacked by a bunch of criminals. They're pulling bull crap out of thin air, claiming this is a crime and that's a crime. Literally charging Trump for telling people to go watch TV about the election. But Terrence, we shouldn't do what they do. Come on, y'all. Come on. If the Democrats are winning by doing what they are doing, how in the hell will we ever win? How? Please explain to me. Please explain to me. I'm all ears because I really want to know. Send this video to every Republican in office and tell them to get up off of their asses and fight for President Donald J. Trump. Fight for this damn country. Fight for the American people.
Hell yeah. Damn, shout out to Terrence for that video. Yeah, man, they're a bunch of lazy ass pussies. Pussies is more than anything else. They're scared of losing their seat or their spot or whatever. Scared of losing face. Like, dude, half the people hate y'all fools anyway, so you ain't losing nothing. Shout out to Kat for that video. I appreciate you for that. Terrence is awesome. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so they're saying that that the letter was fake, or sorry, the document. Well, there have been no documents filed today regarding such. All members of the media should be reminded that documents that do not bear an official case number, see right here, do not bear an official case number, filing date, and the name of the clerk of the courts in concert are not considered official filings and should not be treated as such. And I watched the video, Sonia sent it to me, of Nate the lawyer. Y'all know who Nate is. Of going through it. He looked at it. It had the case number on there. It had the name of the clerk of courts on there. It had everything on there. And he even said it was bullshit. Media members can expect to be notified of any and all filings in real time and will be provided to access the filings via equitable communications. As the official custodian of various county records, the clerk of courts understands the sensitivity of all court filings, especially those that are at the forefront of the national spotlight, and remains committed to operating with an extreme level of efficiency, accuracy, and transparency. We all dropping the ball already. Yeah, here's this raggedy ass sheriff too that says they're going to get Trump's mugshot for y'all.
We are following our normal practices, and so it doesn't matter your status. We have mugshots ready for you. We are following our normal practices, and so it doesn't matter your status. We have mugshots ready for you. We are following our normal.
Following the normal procedure, they're gonna lift up your dicks and your nuts. They're gonna give them the old body cavity search, just like everybody else. Let's watch Hillary Clinton pretend like she wasn't on the Rachel Maddow show just for this. She's like, "Oh, you happen to be here."
Very fancy meeting you.
Oh,
here.
I
It's really
can't
nice to have you
believe
here.
this.
Yeah, this is not the circumstances in which I expected to be talking to you.
Nor me, Rachel. It's always good to talk to you, but honestly, I didn't think that it would be under these circumstances. Yet another set of indictments.
This is something very fancy meeting you.
Oh.
So they brought this raggedy asshole in on her show just for this, and they're pretending that they didn't. Come on, man. And she's loving it up, too. Look at this. You want to hear old wicked old witch laugh?
Very fancy meeting you.
Oh,
here.
I
It's really
can't
nice to have you
believe
here.
this.
Yeah, this is not the circumstances in which I expected to be talking to you.
Nor me, Rachel. It's always good to talk to you, but honestly, I didn't think that it would be under these circumstances. Yet another set of indictments.
Yeah, let me explain myself here, Boomhauer. The document that was in question had all of the charges on it, but nobody knew what the charges were at 12:30. That's when that document came down. The jury was still supposed to be in there convening on all their shit. How did they know what the charges were? And yes, it is a RICO case, but they have nothing to stand on. I mean, it's so stupid. Yeah, Hillary needs to be in jail. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. See, so Sonya got something for me here. Read this with my mixer voice. She's got something for me. I'm going to read this message Sonya got for me here with this.
We're investing in America. My plan is leading to a boom. Wages and growing faster than inflation. Folks, that's Bidenomics. It's about growing an economy by strengthening the middle class and making things in America again. You know, it's in stark contrast to the conservative Republican view, the so-called MAGA view. So-called.
So-called. Yeah, that was Biden's stupid ass speech that he gave today. I was listening to that too. I'm like, come on, dude. Come on, man. Yeah, not from the top down, but the middle out. He always says that. It's so predictable. It's always the same stuff over and over. Over and over again. Let me see. Oh, speaking of Biden and his motivational words, he's got something that's going to help y'all get through the week. If you get down, you don't know where you're going in life, our president has got a message for you.
The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. The best way to get something done, if you hold.
What the hell is even that?
What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, fuck it. Anyway. The press is still covering his ass, though. Watch this. The shit that they do on television is funny as hell to me. Watch this. The MSNBC, shout out to the Daily Caller for this too, by the way. The MSNBC contributor says as soon as they start impeaching Biden with no evidence, just based on innuendos and this Hunter stuff, I believe the American people are going to rally around the president. Are you sure about that?
No, the American people are going to rally around Joe Biden. As soon as they start impeaching him with no evidence, just based on innuendos and this Hunter stuff, I think the American people are going to rally around the president. No, the American people are going to rally around Joe Biden.
Look, man, it's just Hunter stuff, okay? The laptop from hell and all that evidence on that shit, all the testimony from all the witnesses. Come on, man. All the evidence they say they got about Trump, that's all the shit they got on Biden, and they ain't doing a damn thing. Retarded. Check out Laura Loomer made this meme. For the KJP. We need to upgrade. Laura Loomer. Perfect. Please, God. If Trump gets in there, please, God, let Laura Loomer be his press secretary. That'd be the funniest shit on the planet Earth. Should tear them fools up, son. Tearing them up. Yeah, so we're going to move on to the next goddamn disaster. We'll touch back on things as we need to, as we go along. But y'all saw Hawaii was on fire. And I'm going to tell you right now, they said, and Biden even came out with a stupid-ass speech, said that 99 people were killed so far that we know so far. And we're not going to go there and get in the way and do stuff, which I can understand that. But they ain't going to go over there because they don't give a fuck. There are thousands of people dead in that shit. I'm so sorry to tell everybody, but it's a hell of a lot more than 99 people, I can tell you that. They said that the kids got let out of school because it was a fire and they all went home and the whole fucking neighborhood burned down. So who knows if they would have been safe at school or not, but the whole neighborhood, kids, dogs, people, everybody did. And then they asked Obama. Oh, sorry. They asked Obama. I'm sorry. They asked Biden. Dude, do you have any comment on the Maui situation about the rise in death toll? And he was like, "Nah, no comment."
Any comments on the rise in death toll in Maui?
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President?
Nothing there.
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President?
Crazy as hell. He's like, "No, dude, I just got back from vacation. Can't you see my shirt? Look at my shirt." That's what he's telling her. "Don't you see my shirt right now? Don't you see all my other dudes' shirts? Normally we got suits and ties on. When you see us in suits and ties, that's when we're fucking with y'all. When you see us in our polo shirts and shit, that's when we're doing golf shit." Yeah, he's a piece of trash. It's going to go way all beyond that. So here's your boy right here. Hawaiians, this is your home. This is your president. He's out biking again. He didn't fall down this time. But he's out here biking. And you know, if this was Trump, they love to talk about how Trump was on the golf course when something was going on. Yeah, if that was Ukraine, he would have stopped and talked about it. He would have went over and tried to talk. Yeah. Trump should go there. Dude, they ain't letting nobody go there. It's a big fucking situation that the media ain't even talking about. They ain't letting nobody get the aid in through there because it's not FEMA. And they're telling people, "Hey, man, release your property over to us and we'll take care of stuff." There ain't no guarantee that you're going to get it back, though. Here's all the cars that were stranded here. People either ditched their cars or ran into the ocean. So I don't know where they were going. Just put this into your mind that this is a residential street, and I guess the fire is on, the city's on fire, so people are trying to get away. And there are cars here on the side of the street too, like on the sidewalk. But people straight up died in their cars, asphyxiation or whatnot. Yeah, they just burn up in that bitch. Yep, Sonya, I did see the pic where all the celebs have mansions nearby that were unaffected. That's just a big old coincidence is all that is. Yes, sir. SC says something's up with this. It don't make sense. It does not make sense. It's definitely fishy. Do y'all know what direct energy weapons are? If you don't, I'm going to show you here in just a minute. We're going to talk about it. All right, so this young lady right here, she's a journalist. Listen to what she has to say.
This narrative that the media is lying about the reality of the Lahaina fire is incredibly frustrating for me because I am the media. I am the editor of Maui Times, and I have tried relentlessly to get direct information from the County of Maui as well as the Maui Police.
She's the editor of the Maui Times. She's trying to get information from the police department and the city.
Both entities have been radio silent and have not responded to any of my calls or emails over the past few days. I also spoke to Maui police officers in person in Lahaina, and they all denied me my First Amendment right to freedom of the press by denying me access to Lahaina town as well as denying me information. They even sent me on a wild goose chase trying to find their media coordinator who had conveniently gone home for the day by the time I found where he was supposed to be.
How the hell are you going to go home for the day when the whole town the whole town's on fire? Destroyed. Dude, I'm clocking out. It's 5:01. I'm out.
So it is not the media who is lying to you because I am obligated to only report what has been confirmed. Who's lying to you is the government entities who are trying to cover their asses and not take accountability for how grossly mismanaged this entire situation has been. Maybe if we make this go viral, I'll actually get a response from them.
Probably not. This is a graphic video too, by the way. I'm gonna show this, but fair warning. I'm gonna put my little graphic banner over here. Put that right there for you. People that are squeamish might not want to watch this. This is what hell looks like. These people are driving through the Hawaii fire trying to get somewhere. People went into the ocean. They just dove into the ocean and just waited it out there while the whole shore was on fire.
What the fuck, dude?
Look at that. That fire is hot.
I got to call you. No, trust me, there's no reception, bro.
And fire loves oxygen. So if you're on the ground, you're in the situation right there. It's hard as fuck to breathe because the oxygen is being sucked up by that fire. You've got pollutants in the air. You've got embers flying through the air. You're choking out for real.
It says SOS everywhere. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, God damn it. Let's go. There's fire through there. Go.
Get out of the way, dum-dum.
Yeah, go, go, go. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. What the fuck? What is this? Yeah. Let's go.
Look at that fire.
Let's go down to the motherfucker. Quick.
And they said they had hurricane force winds out there. Not an actual hurricane, I guess, because there was no water involved with this. It was just straight up dry wind.
Quick. Oh my God, dude. Okay, it's okay. We're almost to the end of the meal. We're almost to the smokestack.
You can't see nothing, dude.
Oh, we made it. We got our line on the road now. Oh my God. Oh, somebody's down right now. Somebody's down right here. Somebody's down. Just go there. We cannot do nothing for her. Oh my God, bro. There, just go. Oh, we cannot do nothing for her. What the fuck, dude? Just go. Go, people, go. Beat the horn, dude. Oh my God, bro. Oh, yeah, beat the horn. Just go. You gotta see. Yeah, I know you can't see, bro. What the fuck?
Dude, this shit would be terrifying. This is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I don't know how long they've been in this shit, but I'm puckered up over here.
almost in a smoke stack. Is there anybody from a real Mexican grill, bro? Fuck.
It's my family's fucking business, bro.
You hear that guy? He said, "That's my family's business, bro." Like everything in the whole town is burning. Your whole town, your work, your wife's work, the bank, the grocery store, the pet shop, everything's burning to the fucking ground.
You're supposed to be over there, real, bro. People are gonna get fucked over there, man.
You can see there's even dust in here, bro.
And see how they're behind people like this right here? All this raging inferno is happening. Then your tires catch on fire. The embers are flying underneath your wheel well. And some of these wheel wells nowadays, they're fabric. And they're supposed to be fire retardant. But you see this is some pretty intense fire going on here.
No, I don't know yet. We're trapped right now. We're trapped. We're still headed down the Lahaina Luna Road. The car in front of us caught on a wire I can see. We're on the left side. Watch this side. Okay, yeah. So far, so good, though. Go, just keep going. Follow that car. Yeah, but where?
Look at that wind, dude.
Where? Can we go to Front Street? Is anybody on Front Street? It said Civic Center. There's a shelter. Civic Center.
So he just said Front Street right there. And Front Street was where we just saw that burned out remains from. What the hell happened just now? Okay, we're good. All right, so here we go. We're going to go down the rabbit hole a little bit. This is the Pacific Disaster Center, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency releases the fire damage. You're turning all the fires in this area right here. And they had this, they have the price, how much it's going to cost. Estimated exposure, 2,700 people. Buildings and whatnot destroyed, 2,200, 5.2 billion. Estimated building exposure, 86% were houses, 91% commercial. How did they come up with these graphics and estimations so fast, and how do they do that? According to the PDC, as of August 11th, 2023, damage assessments related to the Lahaina fire resulted in an estimated total of 2,719 structures exposed, 2,207 structures damaged or destroyed, and 2,170 acres burned. 86% of the buildings exposed to the fire were classified as residential. Crazy. We ain't done yet. Y'all just hang on tight. Here we go right here. This is our local news station right here, Boomhauer. WKRN News 2 says that Maui residents worry a rebuilt Lahaina could slip into the hands of wealthy outsiders. And they already said that they're getting calls from people that want to buy their property and stuff.
Through breaking laws to try to share some local updates, shocking or maybe not. About the fires? Did you hear that The government of Hawaii states their goal is to rebuild and make the entire island of Maui the first smart island. They want the entire island governed by AI, as outlined in the Hawaii Digital Government Summit of 2023, that they plan to host next month on September 25th, 2023 on Maui. Wow. Now they're going to come to the rescue for this horrible problem. And last January in 2023, there was a Smart City Conference in Maui to turn Maui, again, into the Smart City Island, pushing everything electric, making 15-minute smart cities. And there was also a contract last year to build a high-rise condo complex and businesses in Lahaina, which is a historic town that couldn't have any new development in this area. But now it's demolished. So now I guess they have to rebuild, right?
Yep. So if you want to build something back better, you got to destroy it first. I told y'all that already. Biden's little Build Back Better plan includes destroying everything first. If you don't know, now you know. And that young lady was saying that they were getting people calling up saying, hey, let me buy your property. Let me buy your property. Article from the WF to see what she's talking about. Okay. Let me find this here. Yeah. So that's what the locals are afraid of. I'm not going to read that whole article there, but you get the gist. Yeah, so this is from the World Economic Forum. Shout out to Sonia for sending that to me. How Hawaii plans to be the first U.S. state to run entirely on clean energy. And this is from 2018. You got to kick plans in eventually. You can't just plan. You eventually got to go through with it. Sonia said also the video clip of a guy commenting on the bizarre language used in the press conference there. Vantage, I'm not sure if you saved it. I don't think I did. It may have a reputation as an ecological paradise, but Hawaii is also one of America's most fossil fuel dependent states. This is largely because of its isolated location in the Pacific Ocean. Jet fuel accounts for more than half of all transportation fuel consumption in the state. So jet fuel, that means flying from the mainland to there. Are they going to use paper airplanes now? How are they going to fly them over there? Solar-powered airplanes? The state economy depends heavily on the tourism and the military, and such is the demand from military installations and commercial airlines that jet fuel makes up a larger share of the total petroleum. In a significant move, 4 mayors from across the state have signed an agreement to run Hawaii's public transport system only using clean energy by 2045. Making the announcement aboard a traditional Hawaiian voyaging canoe, Maui Mayor Alan Arakwa said the goals we are setting today are not only desirable but attainable, and help send a message that Maui County and Hawaii are open for innovation to help ensure the greater health of our communities and the planet as a whole. As a whole. Yeah, the whole planet. He's got the whole world in his hands. Y'all remember that? He's got the whole wide world in his hands. Y'all support the LGBT? Liberty, guns, beer, and Trump. I know I do. Fuck that beer, though. Y'all can have that beer. Get back on this here. I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you. I want to tell you. Girl, I want to know ya. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this piece here. I mean, I had a whole thing. Check this out, too. Kind of going along with the whole thing that we did. This was The Simpsons in 2010. 2010. Watch this.
What were the Simpsons trying to tell us?
We're unbalanced. It's not fair.
So if you didn't catch that, the helicopter is Fox News. And they're saying the guy gets out and then now they're unbalanced. And he says, oh, no, we're unbalanced. That's not fair. And then they crash and burn.
What were the Simpsons trying to tell us?
We're unbalanced. It's not fair.
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here to come up with the next phony baloney crisis to put Americans back where they belong, in dark rooms glued to their televisions, too terrified to skip the commercials.
Well, I think...
NBC, you are here to listen and not speak. I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
Yeah. A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time.
That is so...
Now, I hate to be the guy who derails what everybody else loves.
He loves being that guy.
But, Janice, we do have standards. This can't be a made-up disease. The only moral thing to do is release a deadly virus into the general public.
We do have something we've been holding on to, but it hasn't...
Dude, I know y'all are watching this thinking like, what the hell? This was 2010, man.
Tested. Get over here, NBC.
Well, we certainly believe in
Gotta
testing.
test it out.
But wow. Wow. Oh, yeah.
So, we've got our deadly disease. Now, we just have to blame it on something that's in every household, something that people are a little bit afraid of already. House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of...
House cat flu. Apocalypse meow. That's hilarious.
...probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern. So, petter beware, that warm body on your lap just might be ready to destroy your tender fiddles. Springfielders are advised to stay tuned for more information if they experience any of the following symptoms. Mild thirst, occasional hunger, tiredness at night.
Hurry up, boy. We have to burn everything the cat touched before the virus makes us paranoid.
Before it makes us paranoid. They were already paranoid. Obviously. Yeah, so here's more devastation of this shit. It's just, I mean, y'all saw them wildfires, man. You saw the wind on that shit. It was kicking up, burning everything up. This is more than 99 people. All this shit is way more than 99 people. That whole damn town got decimated. We ain't done yet. Hang on. We ain't done yet, goddamn. Here we go. So what are direct energy weapons? This video is going to explain it for us. And the Pentagon admits that they have them. And what are they used for?
They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
Directed energy weapons, also known as DEWs, are weapons that deploy a highly focused energy beam, including lasers, microwaves, and particle beams. After decades of research in the United States, defense contractors announced back in 2015 that these systems are expected to come online by 2020, and are currently announcing that they are ready to deploy in the field. Russia, China, India, and the UK are developing directed energy weapons as well, and Iran has had them in use since at least 2013. In 2019, Turkey was the first to officially deploy this technology in combat, when they claimed to have shot down a Chinese-made drone supplied to the Libyan National Army. On September 16th, Defense Secretary Mark Esper announced that China and Russia have already weaponized satellites with directed energy weapons.
Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
And for the past few years, many have wondered if these advanced weapon systems have anything to do with the unprecedented fires we have seen in the past few years.
Look at this fire. Does this fire look the same as what we just looked at a second ago?
Laser-based weapons are able to destroy the target with external heat, and microwave weapons are designed to penetrate the target through external antennas and sensors and ignite the internal electronics, destroying them from the inside out. This could explain how thousands of homes have rapidly burned into their own footprint, while the trees surrounding them survive. And it could explain the several cars we have seen utterly destroyed with temperatures.
See that melted metal? And the sheriff, I want to play that for you here in a minute. That metal is melted into the ground. I mean, those are probably aluminum wheels. But still, that's some hot ass heat right there.
The several cars we have seen utterly destroyed with temperatures hot enough to liquefy glass and metal. Michael Janich, host of the YouTube Dutch Sense channel, has been researching the Earth's seismic activity for the past.
All right, pay attention to this. You should probably subscribe to this Dutch Sense guy too, because he's pretty fucking thorough. Watch this.
Past 10 years. During the past few weeks, he has discovered satellite imagery that show an equal distance spread of fires, all starting within the same 4 hours.
4 hours? We've got ourselves an equal distance spread of fires. Here, 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 and here. So, what could cause an equal distance spread of fires? Well, only two things, Mother Nature or man, right? There's no storm in the area. You can't blame a storm. So, what could cause equal distance spaced fires to spread out across, what do you think that is? 1/3 of Idaho?
And he also discovered what looks to be a beam of light that can be seen in the infrared spectrum, like a microwave. On September 8th, a beam of light can be seen directed to the Dolan Fire of California. The beam appears to excite the heat signature of the fire as it is held on target for over 2 hours.
Right before dawn, watch that. This is yesterday, going into this morning. This is in California, the beam coming from space up above Oregon, or somewhere in between this and Oregon. And as it's going through, see how it excites? As the beam is spreading, look how it excites. It's no doubt about it. And the beam spreads first. Look, beam spreads first. It goes from a tiny, little, tight beam to a wide beam. Then the fire spreads to a wide fire.
The next day, a beam of light is seen directed at and exciting the heat signature of the Holiday Farm Fire in Oregon for over an hour.
Here it is now, and it's two of them. And it's only going to one fire, a different fire. And it's moving. Okay, it's moving There's clouds going through it, which rules out it being an artifact. The clouds are passing through and interfering with the beam.
Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
The timing of this public admission is interesting. These weapons of the future are now officially being deployed. Are we currently being attacked with directed energy weapons? And if so, by who?
There you go. So that's going to explain the tight-knit parts of the fire. It can just be controlled. You know what I'm saying? And the people the celebrities in the area, their houses didn't get fucked up. Only the people that had been there for years that were not wanting to sell their property. But now all of a sudden their property is going to be for sale. And they said they weren't letting people bring aid in it through there because they weren't from FEMA. Had all this red tape and shit. Like, dude, come on, man. The whole town is destroyed. Nobody gives a fuck about no government, no red tape, no dumb shit. People need food. People need water. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna probably give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, here goes. Here's Trump whenever he arrived in Iowa the other day. Look at all these goddamn people. So many damn people. Yeah, yeah, they said Oprah snatched up lots of land in Hawaii alone. Of course. Of course she did. And everybody else, they're just peasants there. That they have valuable real estate. There's no real legal way to get them off their land. How are we going to get these people off this land? Fucking burn them up out of there, dude. We got direct energy weapons. Set that whole bitch on fire. You can control it, can't you? Yeah, we can control that shit. All right, do it then. Yeah, give me 1 second here. Yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for me on the YouTube side of things. We got other stuff we need to cover on the Rumble side. So if you guys want to jump over there here in just a second, we'll continue this party over there because we can't cover that kind of stuff on YouTube, man. Not even a little bit. Yeah, Sonia says that stupid speech Biden gave today was full of wind turbines and EVs and how they can go further and there will be more charging stations, blah, blah, blah. They call it climate cult, makes me ill. Yeah, like, dude, they can't even... The grid can't handle that shit right now. Now you're going to add even more shit onto it? Come on, man. Yep, so everybody jump over to the Rumble side. Give y'all just a few minutes. I want to say thank you to all my rebels. I definitely appreciate y'all being here. All the new listeners that jump in and out, I appreciate y'all as well. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You can also get this on your favorite podcasting platform, Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, Anchor, Spotify, all that fun stuff. Just search for Rebel Without a Reason. And make sure you go to rebelwithoutareason.com and get all your merchandise. Check out that T24 merchandise I got for y'all. I'm pretty excited about that. Shout out to my moderators. Thank y'all so much. Anthony McQuaid, Atomic Tabasco, Cat F, Zeta Witch's Cane Sword, Latina and Cali, and the beautiful Miss Sonia Scrapbook. I definitely appreciate y'all. I'm going to try to be back here on Thursday at 7 o'clock. But the white man got to work. And the white man be keeping me down. So if I don't see y'all by Thursday, I'll see you next time. But I should be back on Thursday. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night, everybody. Let's go to Rumble. Let's go.
Let's get ready.